ladies and gentlemen, the fight you all have been waiting for. That's right. This is a fight for the heavyweight championship belt, and it should be a good one. You guys want to bring him in the cage? Do you want to bring him in? Come on, Arizona. Edwin DEWEES to the cage.
All right, Edwin Babyface DEWEES on his way to the cage. I'm rejoined by the lovely Jamie Varner. That was a nice intro, wasn't it?
Yeah, how about that? I had never been referred to as lovely. Maybe a lovely person, but definitely not for my looks. I'm not the most aesthetically pleasing. I'm a fighter.
Well, there you go, man. I'll tell you what, though. It's almost your birthday. Maybe Rick was being nice to you, as Edwin Babyface DEWEES, who's been in this cage over 20 times, Jamie, more than any other fighter fighting for Rage in the Cage. He's been a champion before, 38-13 as a pro. He's almost a black belt in jiu-jitsu. This is his first heavyweight fight. And this guy started off, he's at 155, 170. Along the way, he was on The Ultimate Fighter. He's fought Little Nog. He's fought Rich Franklin. He's fought Chris Lieben. I mean, just an unbelievable career. A former Gladiator champ, a former No Limit champ. Member of the UFC 20 Toughest Moments. You never forget all that blood he lost on the Ultimate Fighter show. I mean, it was just an unbelievable. He fights out of TNT MMA under world-class jiu-jitsu coach Scott Tannenbaum. And a lot of people think, as we look at the tail of the tape, that he's going to take the belt from Dale SOPI tonight.
This is going to be a tough test for both guys. Edwin's got a lot of experience. He's fought the who's who in MMA as far as being in the light heavyweight, middleweight division. But then also, Dale SOPI is a force to be reckoned with. He trains with great guys on a regular basis. I mean, I've said it 100 times tonight, iron sharpens iron. And I mean, having to go against guys like CB Dalloway, Ryan Bader, Aaron Simpson, Ryan Gemmo on a regular basis, I mean, that's how you have no choice but to be tough. And then he also trains with Dan Charles, a guy that he beat for that world title, beat Dan Charles, and now trains with Dan Charles. I mean, they just got a stable of big guys over there at Power MMA.
5-0 as a pro. He was a kickboxer, an elite football player who had a scholarship coming out of high school to the University of Arizona. He's the cousin of Deuce Latui, who had a nice career with the Arizona Cardinals after playing at USC on a couple of great football teams. He's from Nanakuli, Hawaii, lives in Mesa, trains out of Power MMA, coached by Simpson Bader, Danny Brandt, and those guys. I had a chance, Jamie, to spend time with both these guys. We saw the video earlier. Went out, watched both of them train, talked to both of them, sat with both of them. Very nice guys, both guys. Very soft-spoken, especially Dale SOPI, but very confident. SOPI feels like he's on his way to the UFC. He looks at DEWEES as another obstacle on that way, just like a Dan Charles and just like Corey Tugboat Timmerman, who he knocked out by a vicious head kick at Rage in the Cage 173 back in August. So SOPI feels like he's on his way to the UFC. DEWEES would love to get back one more time and win this championship. But when I look at Dale SOPI, there aren't a lot of heavyweights. I mean, that's one division where you can get in there pretty quickly with a couple big performances. Fighting a guy like,
yeah, this is. He wins this fight tonight, he needs to go to the next level. He needs to try and fight on a medium-sized mid-promotion, maybe on an Axis TV, like Titan or something like that. See how he does with maybe the next level fighters before going to the UFC. But Kane got into the UFC with only like one fight. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me he wins this fight and gets a call to go to the UFC. Would not surprise me at all. I mean, if he beats Edwin DEWEES tonight, and if he does it in like some sort of fabulous fashion, I wouldn't be surprised if he got a call.
Edwin Babyface DEWEES climbs trees for a living now. He's got a baby on the way. He's got his first daughter after having 2 sons, and he's fighting for them. SOPI has his kids as well, inspiring him. Let's go up into the cage and get it going with Rockin' Rick Reyes.
Ladies and gentlemen of Phoenix, Arizona, folks that are tuned in, this is your main event of the evening. Let's get right to it. On my left, pacing in the red corner, wearing the red trunks with black trim, He is 6'1" tall, 225 pounds. He comes to us from Phoenix, Arizona, where he fights at TNT MMA. With a record of 38 wins, 13 losses in a professional bout. You've seen him in UFC, you've seen him all over the place. Ladies and gentlemen, coming back to Rage in the Cage, please welcome Edwin Babyface DEWEES. His opponent on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black back with multicolored trunks up front. 5'10" tall, 265 pounds. Hailing from Nanakuli, Hawaii. He fights out of Power MMA. He has an undefeated record of 5 wins, 0 losses. And ladies and gentlemen, he is your current Rage in the Cage heavyweight champion of the world. Please welcome Dale SOPI. Third man in the cage is Mr. Al Guiney.
Times and obey my commands. Touch gloves if you like. Go back to the corner. Ready to fight.
All right, Dale SOPI putting the belt on the line against Edwin DEWEES. SOPI 23, DEWEES 32, but 52 fights under his belt. And then you look at, or 51 fights under his belt, and then you look at Dale SOPI, who's 5-0, a big challenge for him. DEWEES can really wrestle, a great kickboxer. He had to cut weight to make heavyweight. SOPI barely making 265, whereas DEWEES is in his first fight as a heavyweight.
I don't like the way Edwin's circling. He's circling towards that power leg. You need to try, when you fight a southpaw, you need to try and beat that foot, get out seed foot, and get off line from the power shots. I mean, SOPI's got a big right leg, big right hand. He hits hard. You need to circle away from that and make something happen. Nice timing on the right hand, though, for the double leg.
Oh, SOPI had to work on his wrestling. Looking at Power MMA and Fitness, he said it's hard to find guys to spar with. He's glad to have Dan Charles in there now, mostly wrestling against smaller guys like Bader and Dalloway, Ryan Jimmo. Dan Charles has helped him out a lot.
I mean, that's just a stable for big guys. I mean, every day goes in when he has a world-class guy to either wrestle with or kickbox with, spar with, do MMA with. That gym is crazy. It's a great gym if you're a big guy. I mean, if any big guy out here in the Valley wants to train, that's the place you should go.
DEWEES fell to the takedown, now trying to press SOPI up against the cage, but you can see the size difference there between SOPI and DEWEES. And DEWEES would probably be wise to try to trade with him a little bit, although he is so elite with his jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised if I saw him pull guard. I mean, he needs to get this fight to the ground. BJ Penn says fights aren't won.
Oh, SOPI with a big kick. DEWEES in trouble. He crushed him in the midsection, that left leg. And now the knee dropping down on Edwin DEWEES. Edwin DEWEES in a... This one's over. Dale SOPI retains his belt in vicious fashion over Edwin DEWEES, just like he did against Tugboat Timmerman at Rage in the Cage 173. I don't think to stop, but man, SOPI showing the vicious power in that leg.
This guy's the real deal. Dale SOPI is the real deal. He is here. He's ready for the next level. This is what needed to happen to open some people's eyes. I would not be surprised if we see him in the UFC in the near future. He's got a hard kick. I didn't like the way Edwin was circling. I didn't like him circling towards that power leg. But here you got the instant replay right here. I mean, this is just a big kick. Big kick that's about to come. Oh, here we go. Measuring, using that jab. Oh, there's the double leg attempt.
SOPI able to avoid the takedown attempts from DEWEES.
Well, I mean, when you're wrestling Division I All-Americans, world-class wrestlers on a daily basis, it's hard not to get better at wrestling. And Edwin was like an average high school wrestler. I think he wrestled like 3 years at Cortez High School, and then he focused on his MMA career. But I guess we're not going to get that. We're not going to get that head kick finish. But that was just a big kick. This is what he's known for. He throws a huge right leg kick, and it goes to the head. You know what you're getting yourself into anytime you fight a guy like Dale SOPI. You know he's going to throw that big kick.
There's SOPI, the champ. Jamie's going to go up there and do the interview after the decision from Rockin' Rick Reyes.
The official time, 1 minute 54 seconds in the very first round. Your winner and still heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of the blue corner, Dale SOPI. Once again, gonna hand it on over to Jamie Varner.
All right, so I'm here with Dale SOPI. Dale, what is next for you, big guy?
Whatever my coaches say. In the gym, actually. Train hard. I don't know next.
I mean, to me, you keep getting these big knockouts. You're fighting good, tough guys. You're fighting the best that Arizona has to offer. I mean, do you see the UFC in your near future?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hope so. Well, I just got to get in the gym and train and hope for the best.
I love watching you fight, dude. You have a bright future. And go ahead.
I want to thank my sponsors, CJ, A1 Pawn, Terry, Dry Force, Knockout Energy Drink. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. One love. Oh, and Hawaiian Fight Gear for sure. Thank you guys. Power MMA too. Gotta love them.
Dale SOPI, ladies and gentlemen, your heavyweight champion of the world. Good job, buddy.
Nice job by Jamie Varner and Dale SOPI, the heavyweight champ.
Oh yeah,
here at
ladies
Rage
and
in the
gentlemen,
Cage
once
with
again.
a vicious finish of Edwin DEWEES here tonight. SOPI circling, just setting him up for that kick, and there it comes. Crumpled him to the ground with the left, and then it was over. Edwin DEWEES had no chance after that, so Jamie Varner will get out of here in time to celebrate his 30th birthday. Now look at SOPI with the heavyweight and super heavyweight championships.